Hello, I'm Jason, and welcome back once again to For Yarn's Sake, where we're going to show you once again just how easy it can be to create your very own handmade crochet gifts. Make it unique, make it personal, and make it easy. If you've been following along, you already now know how to create your slip knot and your chain. In this video, we're going to go over the first basic stitch of crochet, the single crochet. And once again, you'll need your crochet hook and your yarn. I'm just using, once again, a nice worsted weight yarn. So go ahead and create your slip knot, put it on your hook, and we're going to go ahead and make a few chains. Let's go 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So here's 10 chains. So what the swatch we're going to make today is going to be 10 chains long. Now you'll see in the chain there are several parts to it. Pull out my loop here so I don't lose it. You'll see that there is a top part and a bottom part, but then you'll also see, if you flip it over, you see the teeny tiny little bumps on the back. It almost looks like a dragon scale on the back. Now, a lot of people will just take and go ahead and crochet right through the loops in the front here, and that's perfectly fine all the way across. What I like to do is actually turn it to the side so you can see those bumps. You see the little bumps there, and crochet on the back. That allows this edge right here to become the bottom of your project and giving it a nice finished look. So you have 10 chains. So our project is going to be 10 chains long. Well, we also need a turning chain, a chain that brings us up and over, so our project doesn't get bunchy and tight. So go ahead and chain one more time, which is our turning chain. Flip it over, and we're going to crochet into the second from the hook. So here's 1, and here's 2. So go ahead and stick your hook right in through there. Just wiggle it through. It takes a little getting used to. And now you have 2 loops on your hook. You yarn over, pull through the loop. We already know how to do that. But then stop. So now you still have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again. Go ahead and pull through both of those 2. And now you just created your first single crochet. And you do it one more time. You find the next bump, which is the next chain. Go ahead and insert your hook, yarn over, pull through the loop, and now you have 2 little loops on your hook. Yarn over again, and you make sure you're turning your hook a little bit to slide it all the way through, and then once again you've made number 2. And then just continue on down, finding your little bump, pushing it through, grabbing your yarn, pulling it back through. So now you have 2 on your hook one more time, crossing it over, and then pulling it through. And now you have 3. Now this technique of going through the back loops only, sometimes if you've made your chains a little bit on the tighter side, can be a little bothersome, but I think it produces a nice finished edge on the bottom. So we go ahead, and it's worth the extra effort, I think. And go ahead and push in, yarn over, and pull through. And with 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, and then pull through to both. And then go ahead and go through all 10, all the way to the edge. Just push in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. It's a very easy motion to do. And the chain row is always going to be the most difficult of any project you're going to do. Just wiggling it in the chains and getting it in there, pulling through and going. It's inevitably the one that's the slowest going. But with a little practice, you'll get used to it. and it go quicker and quicker and quicker until you're doing it without any thought. Pull through. Looks like we have 2 more to go. Insert, yarn over, pull through, 2 on the hook, yarn over, pull through, and 1 more time, and oh, okay, we have one last one in here. Don't forget the last one, and boom. Okay, and now just pull your loop up, take your hook out. If you're going to take your hook out, always make sure you have a big loop. So go ahead and check your work, and you can see, again, these are the individual stitches here, okay? And each stitch is made up of several parts, okay? You have this part right here, and you can see, right here, you can see like the little 2 things right here. That is the post of the stitch. And some stitches use the post. And on the top, you have the front loop and the back loop. You can see it kind of makes a little V there. Okay? And then in order to make sure you did it right, you can just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, all the way down. Okay, then you know you have enough stitches. It's very important to keep an accurate stitch count when working on a project, just so it doesn't get away from you, and instead of making a rectangle, you end up with a triangle. But it's always good to know that in case that happens, the best thing you can do, pull it out and start again. I can't tell you how many projects I've done where I've gotten, most of the way through, realized that something was wrong way back when, pulled it all the way out, and started again. So now that you're at the end, you're going to need another turning chain. And the turning chain is going to be equal to the height of the stitch. This is a single crochet, so 1 chain should be enough to equal the height. And then you go ahead and you turn it around. And then you'll see all these holes in here. Okay, those are your stitches. Those are what we're going to be worried about. So you take and you wrap it around, go through the hole. You see it becomes much easier when there's an actual hole to go through. Sorry, don't wrap it around. That's next video. Just go through the hole, wrap it around, pull through, so now you have 2 on the hook. Wrap around again and pull through. And you've made another single crochet. Push through, wrap around, pull out, 2 loops on the hook. You can see that. Wrap around and pull through. And just keep doing that all the way down. And you can see how much easier it is to get through when there's a actual defined hole to go through. It becomes much easier. And just keep going all the way down until you reach the final stitch. And with this stitch, you can use this to create many, many, many different things. I make a lot of toys and amigurumi dolls, and the single crochet is the main stitch that I use every single day. And there you have it again, and now you have 2 rows. And if you want to continue on, you just chain 1, turn your work, and then go back in and do it again. And just keep going back and forth and back and forth. Now, I do recommend that as you get started out in this, don't worry about making anything. Just worry about practicing the fundamental stitches. Just get this down so you know what you're doing. Worry about making things later. Right now, you're just trying to build your skills. And then you go all the way down. Because once you have this set of skills, this basics, and it doesn't matter what you're doing. You're playing basketball, you're cooking, whatever skill you want to learn, you have to know the basics. And then once you know those, you can take those skills and make anything you want. And there you have it. Thank you once again for joining us today. I hope this helped you. Leave a like if you'd like. Comment down below on some stuff you want to see. and we'll go ahead and see you next time. Thank you very much.